Hello, everyone. SWSI Media is a company formed to highlight what female entrepreneurs are up to in a variety of ways. The current TV showcase, as you just saw, is Queen Boss, the Saturday night program carried over the last month on Centric. That's BET's sister network directed at African-American women. Marci Weisler is a co-founder of SWSI, co-executive producer on Boss, and with us right now. Marci, welcome to BK Live.
Thanks for having me, Simon.
What's been the response to the show over the last month?
It's been really, really exciting and great. People have been watching. We've had a ton of engagement on social. A lot of the stars of the show have been doing Facebook Live in addition to the show. And people are just really thrilled that we are giving Black women entrepreneurs the opportunity to get known and go big.
What have people learned from watching the show about these entrepreneurs, some of which I understand were New York based?
Yes, we have a few from the boroughs and a few from outside, but we've focused this season on New York. Every episode there are lessons that are takeaways. So one, people have learned that it's hard to start a business. It's not easy. And, you know, as we say, the 3 Ps, you need passion and product in addition to growing your business. And the judges that we have on the show, they are all entrepreneurs in their own right. Even some of them may be television celebrities. We have a guest judge who started Carol's Daughter. So they're all bringing lessons that they've learned from developing their own businesses over the years.
Now, you see this as the first step in what you hope, or your company hopes, will be a number of TV shows that are dealing with entrepreneurs. Now, you're working on another one with fashion, which is going to involve Brooklyn entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. So SWSI, which is Smart Women, Smart Ideas, was founded because there are plenty of women entrepreneurs out there, and they have a harder time raising money. A lot of their businesses don't fit the traditional venture capital model, so we wanted to give them the exposure to go big. So yes, we are working on something called Fashion Geeks, which is at the intersection of style and technology. We've got some people involved who are based in Brooklyn at Industry City called Manufacture New York. As well as beyond, but there are so many cool things going on that women are starting businesses. So if it's a bracelet on your wrist that tells you when your phone is ringing, or a way to monitor your health through new wearable technology, and women are at the forefront of this.
In your work, are you working with Brooklyn-based entrepreneurs who want to get into television, whether scripted or unscripted? And if so, what are they saying about what the city is doing or what the borough is doing to try to get them venture capital money or angel money or other funding sources, crowdfunding, to get where they want to go?
I mean, that's an interesting question. We've actually taken the approach where we're really taking it from the entrepreneur and women starting businesses side versus people trying to break into TV. Myself and my partners come out of the startup world and digital media and technology, but I have seen a lot of the work that's been done over the last few years in New York as a whole, and in Brooklyn in particular. You take what's going on down in Dumbo and some of the support in terms of places to go where producers, TV and digital media have places to go, and there are new sources of funding. So we're more working and focused on building businesses with these entrepreneurs, but as people producing content, we've definitely seen the increase there.
Mm-hmm. How is your company getting your shows off the ground financially? Are you using VC money? Are you using crowdfunding, now equity crowdfunding, which has now been on the books for over a year? How do you make it work?
We started with a crowdfunding campaign. So a few years ago, we started, as I said, we didn't come out of the production side of the business, and we started crowdfunding for the show that was the predecessor to Queen Boss called Queen Bee. And we crowdfunded, not equity, but we gave away, we gave people incentives. We've got SWSI scarves and water bottles, and really reached out to our network because we also wanted to eat our own dog food, see what is it like to crowdfund. And that was a digital version of the show, which also incorporated any of the entrepreneurs who competed in that actually ran a crowdfunding campaign. So we're seeing that as still being very much a way, especially with product-based businesses, so whether you're talking food, fashion, fitness, a way for people to jumpstart their business and really test the market and see if there are people who it's not quite buying, but if they're putting money in and getting product in return, you can test and see if you have a viable market out there.
Before we came on, Marci, Melody said, this is Shark Tank. It is, and it's more.
It's definitely more, and the comparison always happens because Shark Tank has gotten so big. But what we aim to do is, we don't have, our judges aren't, there's a prize, but the judges are not putting their money in. And the contestants, the entrepreneurs, are not only pitching, but they have a challenge to compete against the other entrepreneurs. And the way the season is set, we've actually got 6 episodes where 3 entrepreneurs come on each week. The winners of each episode will be in a semifinal and then a final for the prize at the end. So,
incidentally, ABC announced last week that Shark Tank has already been responsible for the companies that have been featured to get over $100 million in funding, and of course beyond. Since the promo has been on the air, have any of the contestants, have they gotten any outside feedback, outside help, outside coaching, sort of taken a leap in their business just because of the exposure?
Absolutely. I mean, we're only a few weeks in, so the stories and anecdotes that I've got are still just starting to come in. But for example, one of the entrepreneurs who was in one of the first 2 episodes just launched her products in the MGM hotels. She was starting down that route in terms of conversations when she got cast in the show and selected, but that now launched, and with her they did a big launch party, a watch party with Queen Boss, and a few of the others are now looking at either bringing in money or actually how do they pivot or take their business to the next level based on the feedback they got, because some of them were very early stage where they still need the guidance in order to take it to success.
And Marci, quick before we go, when will Centric let you know if you got a season 2?
You know what, Simon? As soon as I know, I will let you know.
Okay. Fair enough. Marci, thank you much for joining us on BK Live today, and all the best with your show. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And you can see the next episode of Queen Boss this Saturday night at 10 on Centric, and learn more about Marci's own organization at www.swsimedia.com.